Hello, everybody. This is Julie D from Nordonia and this is Jabbering with Julie. Like my frame today? It's still, holidays. You can still wear the Christmas sweater, which actually keeps you warm because it's cold, but we'll talk more about that later. It's that, it's in between Christmas and New Year's, so I think I could still get away with the holiday stuff. But my next show definitely will be about Happy New Year. But I get ahead of myself, as usual. So speaking of this frame, which reminds me of photos, we actually, one of the reasons why I'm recording the show early, sometimes I usually record it and put it up like Sunday evening, or I'll do it right before a Browns game, which of course we do have a Browns game today. But I also wanted to get this out early because we have a photo contest that we started on our Facebook page. I think it was like Christmas Eve. I knew we were having the storm coming in and we might have a potential for some good pictures, some good snowy pictures. I just need to change my background here. Da, 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 da. There we go. Ooh. Got rid of the frame, but I had to add antlers, It's a very festive time. What can I say? Anyways, so we are having a photo contest. No professional photographers, please. The contest ends today at noon, so that's why I want to get this out. If you go on our Facebook page, NordoniaHills.news, the one with the green star, we pinned it to the top, the contest. And basically, we're looking for a new cover photo for our Facebook page. The picture that we have up there now doesn't even have snow, and we've had a lot of snow. So again, before the storm, I knew we were going to be getting a lot of snow and would have some picturesque pictures. And people have a little more time off and maybe have more chance to snap pic with their phone or the camera, whatever. And we've got a lot of entries, but there's still time. So it's almost 10 o'clock here. I'm going to get this show up as soon as I can, everywhere. And then maybe we'll get some more pictures for you to vote on. So all you have to do if you want to vote is scroll down and look at the pictures and like the, just like the picture that you like. It's not that hard, right? Cool. And if you still want to enter, all you do is post in the comment your picture. And again, we're asking the professional photographers, please refrain from entering the contest. And again, it's easy. No forms to fill out. You don't have to put anything in an envelope and mail it. Oh my God, don't even get me started on that. But anyways, enter the contest or vote or both. And in this case, you can vote often. You can vote for 3 pictures if you like. I think currently now there's one that's sitting at 48 likes. So anyways, see what you can do with that. I know you guys can do it. I know you guys can do it. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see. There's so many things to talk about as usual going on in town. I don't know. Do you guys like my antlers? I really need the red nose, but I don't have that. Well, let's talk about some students. Students like to get in the news. Well, maybe not, but the parents like hearing about them. We live streamed the girls' basketball game this past week, and we have a new person on the mic. And he's also was doing the scoreboard for us. And this is William Bussey. And of course, Shane Romero, our live streaming extraordinaire, were on hand. I had put it out on Facebook that we needed help. And William's dad said, hey, William could do it. Isn't that great? And he will be able to help us for some future games and future sports, which is always a plus. And, we do need more help. Obviously, some students can't help us with every game. So if we have a bigger crew, then, we can potentially do more games and besides, it's the students putting up the games of the students. So it's a win-win, and everybody wants to see them anyway. I apologize, we can only stream one game a week due to many issues. Occasionally we can record an extra game and put it out later, but we can only stream, like, even only a varsity. We can't do a JV game, or freshman game, or middle school game. I am sorry, I know people are upset about this, but we're doing the best we can. All right, another student in the news who also, and this was a girls' oh, let me tell you about the girls' game real quick. The girls, that game went in overtime. It was an amazing game. I thought I had a picture here, maybe not. Anyway, you can go on our website, nordoniels.news, and see the pictures. But the girls won in overtime, which, it was real exciting, very back and forth. In fact, you can watch the game since we streamed it. It is still on our YouTube channel, and if you poke around on our Facebook page under videos, you probably find it as well. Very exciting game. The girls did great, and it was senior night, and we had two seniors, Maddie Cluse and Hallie Majoris. So anyways, if you are into that, you can check out that. All right, so other students in the news. We've probably heard about this student before, because he actually does commentating for us for the boys basketball, and it's Darius Sethna. He, if you didn't know, he puts up his podcasts on nordoniels.news just about weekly for like years. I mean, he's like on, I think, episode 90 now. So isn't that amazing? And this is a student who, when we would meet and do the podcast together before COVID, always on time, always prepared, such a professional. And he's been doing this for, like I said, about 3 years. And when it comes to play-by-play for the games, from the very first game that he did, he nailed it. The very first game, he seemed like he knew what he was doing and had been doing it forever. I get a little sad talking about it because he's a senior. So, but we have some students coming up in the ranks that want to help out next year. So that's good. And they're, going to be learning from him this year. So, he started off and he was blazing trails. He had no one, at least, at the school, to, mentor or, to get information from, to learn from. So I give him a lot of credit. So anyways, he just recently put up a podcast about the Cavs and some other things. So you can check that out on our website, nordoniels.news. Let's see. Speaking of students, we have some students in the news, and it's good news. Let me put up their picture. There we go. Oh, these pictures with the masks now, I have nowhere to hide. Okay, so this is about the, maybe I can go in the middle. There we go. The American Legion Post 801 and Ladies Auxiliary Chapter 801 recently sponsored the Americanism and Government test at Nordonia High School. The test is a joint venture partnership with Ohio American Legion Auxiliary, and which is a co-sponsor of the program. There's more information on our website about this, but basically the winners from Nordonia, pictured, I believe, left to right, Abby Axel, Nick Schaub, Eden Pinko, Evan White, and not pictured is Kyle Dodson. Each person received a $25 check from Post 801, and the co-chairs of this program are J.C. Sullivan, Dave Pristash, and Darlene Pristash, Unit 801 president. So anyways, hats off to the students. Though I have antlers, it's kind of funny. These students have been doing a great job in the school, and it's nice to see them getting a little credit there, where credit is due. All right, so let me, I have this little list now, kind of organized, kind of is the big thing. Okay, so let's talk about buildings and businesses in the area, because that is always a hot topic. Da, 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 da. Okay, so at the end of the year, we kind of look back at some of the stuff that we've posted. And one of the things, as you all know, that gets our comments and shares and people in town riled up is talking about what businesses are coming to town. So, I was looking back and I found this post that we put up in May of 2017, and it was basically 3 major buildings in the area that were empty, and what is going to happen with them. Are they going to tear them down and build up something new, or is something going to go in there? And is something going to go in there? Oh, I get so off track sometimes, it's crazy. Is something going to go in there without renovating it? What is going to happen? I thought this was, and at the time I put this out there was a lot of discussions, especially about the old picture. See if I can get my finger working right there. That maybe they should tear that down because it was vacant for quite a while. Anyways, so I repurposed that post and put it out recently, and someone made a comment. Let's see, where is my comment? I dunno, DUNNO, why you are repost a post that is 3 years old and some of those buildings are no longer standing and a shitty KFC is in its place, quote unquote. So everybody's allowed to have their own opinion and everything, but I just wanted to, I thought it was interesting because 2 of these buildings actually were able to have successful businesses go in them without having to tear it down. And there is a lot of people talking about KFC on the internet. I actually like KFC, and people talk about how greasy it is. I don't know. I've probably gotten KFC 3 times in the last 6 months, so I don't go there a lot, but I've never had a problem with it being greasy. I like it. And people complain about Culver's, and it's like every time I go to Culver's, I have a juicy burger and they're great. So I don't know, sometimes everybody has their own opinions, I guess, which is what makes this world great, right? So anyway, I just wanted to explain to some people, who didn't like that want to know why I would repost this. For me, I love new businesses coming in the area, and if they can use the same building without tearing it down, I think that's great. Speaking of which, Raising Cane's, as I've announced before, is coming to the area in the old Steak and Shake building. Here we go. So it's going to go in the Steak and Shake building. And at first they were talking about tearing down the building and putting in their own building. But then they looked at the existing building versus what they were going to construct, and it was similar in size. So they decided to save some money and time by renovating the building that's there. So if you go on our website, ardoniahills.news, you will see the plans that were approved preliminarily, that's a word, Monday night at the building commission meeting. This sign, by the way, did not get approved. They have to go to a different meeting to get the sign approval, but I thought it was a good visual for the story and how they're coming to town. But I mean, the comments are, again, really good. Like December 19th, we announced the meeting, and that Canes was on the agenda. And we had, over 10,000 reach, 22 shares, 138 comments. And, a lot of people are talking about like, why do we need this? Why can't we have something nice? But then there's also people that really like Canes and they're excited about coming into the area. And then just 3 days later, we posted officially that they're coming to town with the drawings and everything. That post reached about 12,000 people, had 45 shares and 59 comments. And, most of the comments are either for the chicken or against the chicken. Well, I guess I should say for a chicken restaurant, not the chickens, because, the chickens don't really do well in Macedonia because we have Popeyes, we have Mr. Chicken, we have Culver's, we just have a lot of chicken, of course, KFC, as we were talking. So if you're a chicken in this area, maybe you should like go down the road, because chicken is a very popular thing. I wonder if chicken sandwiches and chicken is beating out like beef and burgers at this point. I don't know. But chicken is very popular. And I'm not just winging it. Oh, don't even start me with the chicken puns. Because they can be pretty foul. All right, so let's talk about something else. Let's talk about how cold it is. It's not real cold, but still we like to talk about how cold it is. I have a special little thing for this topic. There we go. There we go. Like my little hat. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments for sure. Anyways, we just posted a meme. About how most Americans say it's so cold. Ohioans say we can store leftovers in the garage now. And boy, did that strike a chord with the people in the comments. The comments, I'm only going to read a couple of them, but you're going to like them. They're fun. I didn't realize that some people take leftovers and put them in the trunk of their car or different parts of their car. They'll put them in their car. They'll put them in their trunk. Someone said, I have lasagna and chicken in my trunk. See, again, with the chicken, it's a popular thing. And then someone else said, so true. My Christmas dinner is sitting on top of our freezer, but my ales froze. Sounds like a personal problem. This is my favorite, though. That works great as long as you close the doggy door. One year, some raccoons got into the garage and destroyed some pies and broke the pie plates after Thanksgiving. Those raccoons should really be very considerate. And if they're going to eat your pies, they should be very careful and not break the pie pans. That is just not cool. So anyways, I just thought you would enjoy hearing a few of those comments. And, you can go on there and read them yourself. Our Facebook page is probably the best place for comments if you are so interested. And one of the things that we're also, like I said earlier in the show, we're always looking back at the year, and I'll probably do more of this in my next show. But the biggest post, like the most popular post that we did this year, is when we said that Golden Corral is closed. Put up 2 pictures, happened to be going by when they tore down the sign, where it's actually taking down the sign. And, it's not just Golden Corral. I think COVID killed the buffets. That is for sure. So anyways, let's see, we had 106 reach on that. And, there was just like 27,000 engagements. It was just, it was just, and we've had over 100,000 reach before. We always seem to have, several big stories every year. A lot of them tend to be more sad, like when the horse got lost. And, that didn't have a happy ending. But anyway, so at least this one, I mean, it's sad for the people that worked at Golden Corral. But it's also a little exciting because, of course, now it's starting talks about, well, what's going to go in there? And it's a bigger building and a bigger parking lot. So there's really lots of different things that can go in there. Still don't know what's going on with Five Guys, Aladdin's, and McAllister's Deli. People keep asking about that. And those projects, from what I understand, aren't canceled. They're just on pause. I think the companies are just waiting and seeing what's going to happen with COVID, and maybe we'll hear something in the spring about if those projects are going to happen in 2021 or not. And people keep talking about Swenson's. Swenson's backed out at the last minute, so I don't think they'll be coming to this area. At least not in the Nordonia area. So anyways, just the last thing I want to talk about is the Browns. Go Browns. Some people say this is going to be an easy game because it's the Jets and they only have won one game, but we have 5 Browns players out with due to COVID. I mean, they don't all have COVID, but they were around people that tested positive. So it's really going to be an interesting game. And this is our second to last game. The last game is with Pittsburgh. We actually have a shot at the playoffs this year. So everybody is on high alert, at least Browns fans are on high alert and are going to be watching every game. And I guess other games impact this as well. The Raiders were supposed to win last night, which they didn't. So the Dolphins came out in the very end with some miracle and won, I think, by 1 point. So it's like, ugh, that would have been nice. But don't put our fate in other people's hands, right? So anyways, I think that is plenty for today. There's always stuff to talk about, and I will see you guys next Sunday, and have a great day. Go Browns, go Knights, and go out in your garage and get some leftovers. Have a good day. Bye-bye.